Whoa, I think this is much better. Except this. This always gives me a hard time. It kind of feels weird filming again because you're just not used to being on front of the camera as you usually are. But it's my fault for not posting. Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been so long since I posted, and I just finally wanted to get back on camera and start a video after so long. I even bought like a few stuff, like I have a tripod now, I have like a little mini ring light, and I'm so excited because it's been so long since I posted, and I actually talk about that in this Get Ready With Me, like why I've like been slacking so hard. And I just like, yeah, I just talk about a whole bunch of other stuff too, and in the end I don't know how to say goodbye, so it's kind of really funny, like trying to watch me like, okay, bye, and then I talk about something else, and I'm like, okay, how do I say bye, and I'm like, talk about something else, and I'm like, okay, bye for sure, bye, and I like just cut off the camera like completely. So I really hope you enjoy this Get Ready With Me chit chat edition, and I don't know how to say bye to this intro either, so I'll just play and get started. Alright. Okay, so I'm not really gonna mention the products I'm using right now like I normally would, but if you do wanna know what I'm using, I will leave it in the description box down below. And wow, I look crazy. So I mainly stopped posting. I just want to say why I stopped posting. I stopped posting because I'm a college student, and it's just been really hard to post in general, especially with like all the assignments we get and everything. So with all like the studying and like, you know, I had to study. So I was just like, oh man, I can't post as much. So I would try to pre-film. But let me guys tell you, filming in college, using the Jaclyn Hill palette. Filming in a college dorm is so awkward because you don't really know a lot of people. You know, like granted you have a roommate and everything, so you have to be respectful towards that. Like if she is studying in the room, then you can it's just awkward. Like I remember I made a few videos in college, and I was just so timid. Like hoping that my neighbors next to me would not hear me, just because I could hear some of their conversations, like not trying to be nosy or anything, but I could just hear because the walls were thin. So I was just like, oh my god, I really don't hope they like hear me, because like that's kind of awkward, like trying to film. I don't know if you guys film or filming in front of anyone, like that's awkward for me at least. Like, I don't like doing it, like I'm in a room all by myself, so it's just awkward. Yeah, so I was having, it was like kind of rough being this last semester, just because classes were harder. I'm actually taking classes for my major, so that was really fun and exciting, and it was just like a really fun time. I liked most of my classes. After college, I took a vacation. I went to Peru, which is where my parents are from, and it was so nice. Like my parents went too, but I went like a few, like 2 weeks before them, and my sisters were there, and they also had a fun time, and it was great. Like I saw Machu Picchu, and it was beautiful. I could not believe how beautiful that place was. Like it's one of the 7 wonders in the world, and I knew it was going to be so pretty, but when I saw it, it literally took my breath away. Like nothing has ever really taken my breath away the way Machu Picchu did. I'm not to take that like without over exaggerating or anything. And when I just got on top and I was like looking at the site, and I was like actually in there, and I was like looking at the view, and we were like up high, I never felt on top of the world like I did there. It was on another level. It was like you just have to go there. It was so amazing. I can't even describe how beautiful it is. I'll try to post some pictures on here, hopefully. I'm like trying to work on the editing too, because the editing isn't my greatest thing, but I'm working on it. So Machu Picchu was a really fun time. Cusco in general is just a beautiful place, and it was so nice. Like I went to the I think it's called Plaza de Armas, and everyone is just dancing there. Like they have a whole bunch of like cultural stuff, and it's so beautiful, and you got to see like more of the city, and it's a nice place. There was a chocolate museum, which I was living for, because I was just like, oh my god, like if you know me, I love chocolate. Like I have a whole bunch of like Peruvian chocolate over here right next to me, just because I bought so many, because I was like, I need this. It was a really fun time. It was such a nice stress reliever as well. I haven't had a good summer, like a real summer, in about 3 years, because my AC is on. I'll turn it off. So yeah, I haven't had like a real summer because I've mainly been focusing on school. Sophomore year in my high school, it was my worst year ever. Like that's the year I found out I had ADHD, and I was just like, oh, like this makes sense now. Like no wonder I can't pay attention for so long, and like a whole bunch of other things. And I was like, oh, this is why like some things are harder for me. Like, not trying to make an excuse, but I was just like, oh, like this makes sense, and I like why I'm so behind everyone else. Like, I really felt like I was behind all of the other kids. It was like kind of embarrassing because I was like, oh my god, why isn't it like as easy for me as it is for the other kids? And I was just like, oh man, like this sucks. So I did my eyeliner and mascara off camera just because it's hard to talk when you're doing those things. And back to Peru, my dog gave birth when like 2 days I was supposed to go to Peru, and she gave birth like 2 days before I was gonna leave. And I remember I was at the nail salon, and I should get my nails done. I was at the nail salon, and I was like, oh mom, like, can you pick me up please? And she was like, Chi Chi gave birth. Yes, her name is Chi Chi. Chi Chi gave birth. And I was like, oh my gosh. So we went home, and her puppy, she gave birth to 5 puppies. By the time I got there, her 4 puppies were already like born, and I was like happy, but I was upset. I was like, I really wanted to be there for like your birth. Like, I just wish I was here so I could see like one of them being born. And like 10 minutes after I said that, she just literally plopped out another one, and I was like, oh my god, that's the one that was waiting for me this whole time. Because they've already been like, what, an hour or less like born since I got there. So I was like, oh my gosh, that one waited for me. So we definitely kept that one, because I was just like, we have to keep this one, because that's the one that waited for me. And my sister was like, oh, and we have to keep the first one too, because I already named her. And I was like, okay, cool, so we're gonna keep 2 puppies. I was like, oh my gosh, they're so adorable, and they were so small, and I was so sad that I had to leave them, because I bought my ticket to Peru before I even knew she was pregnant. So one day my mom was like, oh, Chichi's pregnant. I was like, what do you mean she's pregnant? Because I was in college. And she was like, yeah, it happened. So we kept 2, and we gave the other ones to people who I knew that would really take care of them. Like, I wouldn't give them to just anyone. I would give them to people who I knew were going to take care of them. So I gave them to my cousins, and I know they're really good dog owners, and I see them sometimes, and they love their puppies, and I'm just happy. No, this concealer is too light, but this is really good concealer. This is Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer by Catrice. It's really good when it is my shade color, but right now it's not my shade color. Then I got to Peru, and it was really nice. It was like fall over there. No, it was winter when I got there, but their winter is like my fall, so it was normal. And I personally don't like the summer, because I'm just like, it's too hot, gets sweaty, the heat makes me aggravated. So I just feel like I keep babbling and babbling, like I'm having some like word vomit. I just want to say everything that's happened in like these past 3 months, but like, you know, I have a lot to tell when I don't really get on camera for a while. Wow, this is, ooh, let me put a little bit of foundation on this, because that is not okay. Look like I'm having some flashback moment. Flashback memory shaking. No, I'm just kidding. I love James Charles. Oh, other than Machu Picchu, I went to Ica with my boyfriend, my cousin, and her boyfriend. It was also like a great experience. Like, I've never been to Ica before. I've also never been to Machu Picchu before, so it was just like exciting moments for me. I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to like go. So Peru was definitely a fun time, and oh my god, I lost my passport in Peru, and it was horrible. I thought I was gonna have to waste so much money. Like, first I was gonna, I don't know like where I left it, like maybe someone stole it or something, but basically like they were like, oh, you have to file a police report if you lost your passport so we can cancel it, and that's gonna cost this much amount of money, and then you're gonna then we're gonna have to get you a new passport, and that's gonna cost this much amount of money, and then you're gonna have to change your airplane ticket, which is gonna cost this amount of money. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's literally my last day in Peru. I'm supposed to leave in less than 24 hours, and I can't find my passport. And I've been looking for it for like a good week at that point. And I'm just like, I really can't find my passport. Like, I don't know where it is. I was freaking out. Like, I was freaking out, but then I was calm. Like, I don't know if you saw on my Snapchat. Or I was just like, I lost my passport. Like, classic Melanie. Of course, I would lose my passport on the last like day. I can't find it. So I was just like, oh my god, this is terrible. But I was just like laughing it out, because like, what are you gonna do in that situation? Like, passport's gone. Gotta go get a new one. So I was trying not to like be as upset as I was, because it's just worse. Like, it already happened. Like, it happened. You just gotta move on and laugh about it. It's the only thing you can do at that point. So that's what I was trying to do. So we actually ended up finding my passport. Thank God, because I was gonna spend like $1 billion more doing everything, doing the most to like try and get back to like the USA, and oh my god, it was terrible. But But oh my god, I have like no upper lip when I'm like wearing makeup. I mean, when I don't have lipstick on. But that's beauty fat lining. But I found it, which is great, and I was But yeah, I felt like so bad because I was just like, I'm in Peru. My bed is literally in front of this big window with all this good lighting, but like the way my room was set up, and that's just like an excuse to me because I was just like, like I want to go out and I want to have all this fun time, and I wanted to record so bad. But I was just like, by the time I would get back from like doing all these things, like it was nighttime, there was no light, and like my light bulb barely made enough light. So I was just like, the next day, and the next day became like a month, and then it became 2, and then I'm like, I want to make a video. So finally. And well, now you guys know what I did improve. It was like a really fun time. I'm like iffy about it. So that's basically what I've been doing since like the last time I posted. Basically school, vacation, and then back to school shopping. Basically I took my sisters back to school shopping, which was kind of fun because they're just so entertaining. And it was a fun time, so I enjoyed it. It was like funny because they were like, we need this and we need this and we need this, and I'm like, okay, that's on the next section. Because while we were getting pencils, so funny to talk about. While we were getting pencils, they were like, why do we have so little things? And I'm like, guys, we're literally in one aisle. We have like 10 more aisles to get to of like just school stuff. And they're like, oh yeah. And I was like, yeah. So so that was basically it. And now I'm getting ready to go back to college, and that's exciting. I really hope this semester goes better, and I don't even know how to do the outro anymore. I just want to keep talking and talking and talking. I like don't know how to say goodbye, but well, I guess I'm done for the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And also, if you want, you can follow me on my other social medias, which I will leave in the description box. And I'm glad to have you guys back. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back, and I hope I can stay like more consistent with my videos, even though I still have like still going to college. I'm still doing a whole bunch of other stuff. So hopefully I can do this. I can do this. It's like a little bit stressful because I like took like a break for like a while. I'm just like, feels so weird getting back in front of the camera, but now I'm just like, I'm starting to get a little more comfortable real quick. So yeah, subscribe, like, and comment. I really don't know how to say bye. Alright, bye guys, later. Of course, I always have to drop something in a video. I can't reach. I got it.